Hello people, welcome to Open the Vaults this week, a special Christmas edition. If I'd have been organised enough, I'd have got you some nice pretty Christmas trees all around the stream, but instead you can have a look at my Christmas tree over in the corner over there, flashing all beautiful like. Just with me this week is Trotsky. Does it though, Trotter?
Hello mate, how you doing? Merry Christmas everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat. We've got a few people in the chat. We normally pick a few people up along the way. So
hello, Matthew.
As well. Hello, Matthew. Evening, folks. Evening, Matthew. So this week it is a Christmas edition. Being as it is a Christmas edition, I haven't got any pre-orders to tell you about this week. There is no pre-orders at all. Games Workshop are closing for the season, going away to eat turkey and everything. So I haven't got to bore you with all the go to the online store.
Apart from the event, Glasshammer, that's coming up.
Oh, but you can always log on to the store and order whatever you want. However, on Christmas Day, and this is not official. Please don't take my word for this. On Christmas Day, there might be a rules pack dropping.
What?
For the new Glasshammer event that's happening.
Oh,
in
you
April.
big tease you.
Yeah, we've been selling loads of tickets for it. Everyone's really hyped for it. It's going really well. It's an ITC event in April. We're loving it. I was only there earlier on, taking a few pictures to put in the rules pack for everyone. So we're going to be dropping that along with. So yeah, the rules pack will drop Christmas Day, hopefully. So once you've sat and had your turkey, you've had your
gammon,
your prawn cocktail, your gammon,
pigs in blankets.
Pigs in blankets.
Yes, mate.
Once you've sat and you've had all of those, you can just sneakily log on and go, oh, do you know what? I got this money from Auntie Margaret, and I got this money from Granny May, and all that lot. You know what? I'm going to buy myself a ticket to the Glass.
Hey, if your missus is struggling with what to get you as well, there you go.
It's perfect.
Like,
it's perfect. Buy me a weekend full of fun,
beer,
romance, beer, sweat,
Warhammer.
Oh, it's the best present ever. So,
mate, we almost missed that.
It just doesn't get better. It doesn't get better.
It's good. It's good.
So hopefully we'll drop that down on Christmas Day. You guys can see that you'll like it. You'll log on. You'll buy a ticket. I mean, tickets are available now. You can trust me, but in case you don't, it'll all be available on Christmas Day. So lovely, right? Okay, but being as there are no new releases this week.
It's true, there are none.
What we have been selling though, like mad, and I am just getting message after message. Have you got any of these left? And unfortunately, I do have to keep kind of telling people and sending them away because we've sold out of them. Games Workshop sold out of them. Is the Primaris Interdiction Force?
Oh yeah.
It's something like that. It's just got a bunch of Primaris Marines. It gives you it's like a load of savings all in one box. It was a wicked box.
It's a good box set, yeah.
It was.
Solid choice.
There was just a normal Primaris box, and there was also an Imperial Fist one as well, and that's just it's just flown. I mean, honestly, we've sold so many of them, I can't even count. It was great. I was loving it. I was loving putting them all in the sacks. I felt like Santa putting them all in there, sending them out to everyone. Yeah, we sold out. So do you know what I thought is we're going to have loads of people out there now who's got all these Primaris Marines. And
most popular army in the game. Even if they're not at the high tables, they are still the most common army you will see.
Well, you see, that's it. You see, you don't see them on the high tables, and I thought, do you know what? Why? Because Games Workshop, they've got to make these things half decent if they're pushing them out onto people. So I've been having a look through the codex, and I think there's something in these Primaris Marines.
You think there's something there?
I do. I'm convinced there is, and bear in mind, it took a lot of looking. There's been a lot of math hammer going on. There's been a lot of note scribbling going on, but Marines and Primaris Marines I think can be done a lot better than what people are giving them credit for. And
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to go through a few observations that I've made,
Right.
and hopefully you guys can just have a think on it. You know, just lie there and think over it. So let's stick on Primaris Marines for now, instead of just Marines in general. So a list I was kind of toying with is it's an Ultramarines list. Because Gilliman is amazing. It doesn't matter how many points they put him
Does
up.
Gilliman count as a Primaris Marine? We count him, are we?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright.
He signed off the Primaris Marine gene seed thing, didn't he?
He did.
So yeah, we'll give him that. So Gilliman, I mean, it doesn't matter how many points you put him up to. Re-rolling hits of wounds is amazeballs. Let's face it. So we've got Gilliman in there, and then we've also got. I mean. Don't hold me to points here, right? But,
I'm gonna hold you.
But
What are you claiming here?
Let's talk about 15 Inceptors, right? Because Inceptors are wicked. They're so good. When you sit them next to Gilliman, they are amazing.
That's the jump pack guys, right? With like the heavy bolter pistols.
Yes, the big bulky guys that drop down, and they've got 2 heavy bolters in each fist because Badass says I'm gonna have a heavy bolter in each fist, and they don't. It's an assault weapon, so they don't do the whole the stuff of the -1 for moving. 15 of those up in the sky.
15, bloody hell!
15 of them, so they can't get shot. You've got 3 scouts in there to push forward because basically Gilliman's quite a slow model, so you want him.
What's his base movement? Like 7 or 8?
It's about 8 inches, I believe.
8 inches.
So you don't want to put him at the back, hiding behind everything. You want him right at the front. So with 3 units of scouts, tuck them away in some cover somewhere. Keep him safe so he can't be targeted.
Makes sense.
And then you've got like a couple of crappy characters, a tech marine and something else. But then you have 6 aggressors.
Right.
And then you put them inside a repulsor.
Why am I not surprised that you want aggressors?
I love aggressors. Everyone knows. I don't understand why everyone doesn't think they're as amazing as I do. They're just so good. They're amazing. Use aggressors, people. You'd be honest, mate. When you can get 120 bolter shots from 1 unit of Marines that cost just over 200 points, if that's not a bargain, I don't know what is. But you got 6 units of aggressors in a repulsor, and the repulsor's loaded up with all the anti-infantry options, like your Gatling cannons, your storm bolters, your there's another. It's a stubber, an Icarus stubber, something like that.
Yeah.
Load him up with all that. It comes out to about 282 points.
Hasn't he got that really cool rule as well to like reduce charge range by like 2 inches?
Yeah.
That's really useful.
Anything charging it is -2. You can because its
Flies.
weapons are normally about. It's got the fly rule, so you can fall back and shoot. It's also got this rule where because a lot of its guns are like 18 to 24 inches, so maybe the first turn it might not do as much damage as you want, but you can. It's got like smoke launchers on it effectively to make it -1 to hit. It moves like a good 10 inches, something like that. So it's got all these really cool rules, and for 282 points for a toughness 8 vehicle with like 16 wounds, I really think it's underrated. I really do.
You know what? For me, I spoke to Anthony too about them. I think a little while ago. They remind me because they're just like storm ravens on the ground.
Yeah.
They pour out a bunch of shots. You're putting them with Bobby again.
Yeah. It's exactly what it is. Yeah, they've got the fly. I mean, a Land Raider now I don't think is too bad for its points. The main thing about the Land Raider is the fact that you touch it in combat and it does nothing then for the rest of the game. It's just completely useless. But that's not the case with the Repulsor. And
no, they're very strong.
If you don't get first turn, you +1, you put it in cover effectively. So it's got a 2+ save. And we all know how good toughness 8 with a 2+ save is. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So So I mean, to be honest, there's not much else in the list that I was kind of thinking of. Oh, I tell you what else is in the list: Tiggy, because Tigerius has come down in chapter approved to a bargain 115 points. So this is what you do, guys. You put your aggressors in your little repulsor, so they're nice and safe. And then if you don't get first turn, you give him a 2+ save. Toughness 8 with a 2+ save. Not much is opening that. Like anything's really going to struggle to open that. But if it doesn't open that even if you don't get first turn, you put a 2+ save on it, and if you stand Tiggy next to it, Tiggy can give an Ultramarines unit -1 to hit at the start of the opponent's shooting phase. So it's toughness 8 with a 2+ save, and it's -1 to hit. Yeah. But if you do get first turn, you move it forward with all your aggressors in there, and then you can go, I'm going to go -1 to hit with my smoke launchers, or whatever it's called. And then you can cast the power on it. I believe it's called Might of Heroes. Now, if you look closely in Might of Heroes, it doesn't say infantry unit or biker or whatever it may be. It says an Astartes unit, which is what a repulsor is. It's an Astartes unit. So
it is.
You +1 to its toughness. So if you go first, and
you've got a toughness 9 tank.
Yeah, with these chapter approved missions where your low drop armies are automatically going first, you go. It's toughness 9, and then you use the smoke launchers on it. So then when your opponent targets it, you go, Tiggy's going to make it -1, another -1 to hit. So it's toughness 9, -2. It's awesome, and it's got this boatload of aggressors that are just sitting in there waiting to murder holy hell out of anything that it gets in range of. Because don't forget, aggressors can move and they can advance and fire normally. That's one of their rules that they do. So you're getting out 3 + 5, so you're getting out 8, plus a D6, and just shooting normally. And if you get them in, you keep Bobby G running up behind this tank. He's then got, they're re-rolling to hits, they're re-rolling to wounds, and then the tank's doing that as well. And then you drop 15 Inceptors down behind him, because this is turn 2 now.
And you're really good at clearing chaff.
Oh yeah, you've got so many shots. There's nothing.
There's not a lot that's going to keep you back. Yeah.
And like those Inceptors, I mean, you think, 15 shots isn't that, 15 Inceptors isn't that amazing. You do the maths on Inceptors, stood next to Bobby G, they'll kill an Imperial Knight.
Yeah, they'd do well.
They kill an Imperial Knight. It's mad. They've got so many shots. They'll clear any chaff you want. But I've got that. I've got that 5 knight matchup. Inceptors drop down. They kill a knight. Aggressors and the.
I've got that 4 knight matchup.
Yeah, the aggressors and the repulsor. They open up into another knight and do whatever. If the knights even come close, you've got Bobby G beating the crap out of another knight because he's hitting it and then he's fighting twice. And there's a lot of potential there. There's so much potential there, and that's just Inceptors and aggressors. You've got Hellblasters still, and I mean I have to admit I've never really used Hellblasters on myself, but I've heard nothing but good things about those guys.
Yeah, I think there was a guy in America who was doing quite well with dual repulsors and dual Hellblasters, and he had like a bunch of rerolls with them as well, like 10 and rerolls to hit as well. So it had all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But I've not seen the list played.
Yeah, I mean I've not, but I mean Hellblasters, they put the hurt on stuff, but also I mean you stand that banner with them, so they
where they get to shoot again.
Yeah, so they get up and they shoot something and just destroy it. I imagine with all their rerolls. But then
you would imagine so.
But then they're shooting again with all when they die with the relic banner shooting again on a 3+. And bear in mind that list that I just mentioned, you can get a banner in there as well. So you're standing this banner.
Yeah.
So and it goes in the tank because I think the tank can hold like 10 Primaris Marines. So you put your 6 aggressors and
big.
the banner in there as well. So that means all these Inceptors and these aggressors are firing off when they die, and it's just honestly it's just a holy hell of just bolter shots coming at you, and I just I mean I'm really keen to put it on the table and try it, but I just
Sounds like it'd be good fun.
I think it would be.
I do apologise, everyone.
How dare you? He's gone. Do you know, he pre-warned me before he came on this stream that he has ordered a Domino's before it came, and he did promise me that he would drop this stream instantly if his Domino's turned up, and that's what he's done. And the man's got his priorities straight. You can't argue against that. But so that was Primaris Marines. I just wanted to go through a kind of cheeky little list that I was thinking about that I think could work really well. And I mean, that's just a pure Primaris force. You could always ally and stuff. If you find the aggressors and the repulsor works better than the Inceptors, and there's 700 points ish of Inceptors in there, you could always replace those. The new burger pizza? What? There was a burger pizza before where they put burgers in the the outer dough, like they had burgers instead of the crust, which was pretty good. Unless they've brought that back. Pixo it didn't happen, please. Something like that. But anyway, that was Primaris Marines. That was because we'd sold so many of these Primaris boxes. I just thought I'd give people a little kind of helping hand into what you should put up, because that Primaris force came with a repulsor as well. So I just thought I'd give you a kind of an idea of where to start.
I am back. I do apologise.
Put it to where you want. How's your pizza, mate?
It's on the bed at the minute, so it's just aside. It's looking good. It's looking good, but you know what? It can wait.
Well, the chat is asking, what have you ordered?
What have I ordered? So I had Domino's pizza, because I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Went for the stuffed crust. I went for an Americano with no red onions, but Cumberland sausages instead. Then the cookies, because the cookies are fucking immense.
Oh, they're good, aren't they?
Oh, mate, I fucking love the cookies. What? I always eat the cookies first.
Do you?
Always. Yeah. Without hesitation.
What?
Mate, that's when they taste best.
Did you have no structure as a child?
No structure. Fuck structure.
Okay then.
Mate, I'm all about the fucking cookies right at the start. I do apologise.
Cookies are...
You know what? It's because they're gooey. They're still warm.
Yeah,
like, they've not settled down.
That's it, isn't
It's
it?
like the stuffed crust. You eat that as soon as you can. Because that goes like rubbery. It's not that nice as soon as it like cools down on you.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Dan.
I do, mate. I do.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm all with you. I mean, I got bullied into a KFC earlier, but bullied into a KFC.
What happened? Because in my mind, the conversation went like this: Dan, do you fancy a KFC? And you're like, oh, go on then. That's all I can imagine. I can't imagine you putting up a fight.
More resistance than that, but it was very similar to that. Yeah, it was. Oh, KFC's bad for you, and then she went, so, and I was like, well, good argument. That'll do me.
Yeah, so true.
Protein.
Or did your argument go, you know what, Nando's, chicken as well?
Yeah. It's all about the protein, Ad. That's what it is.
All about the protein. All about that protein.
So, sorry, the next thing I wanted to go over, now that, I just wanted you guys to think about Primaris Marines and stuff like that, but just Marines in general, I think, in Chapter Approved. Everyone's kind of, putting the hate down and stuff on Chapter Approved.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was quite good.
I mean, I thought it was good. I think the main issue was people were expecting a lot from it. They were expecting the game to get fixed, which was never going to happen. Let's face it.
But they're never going to fix Eldar in one go.
No,
it's just not happening.
So, I personally hoped that something was going to be done about Yunari, but there's a lot that goes on that we don't see. So it could be it could be that there's a Yanari Codex coming out, in February. You just don't know these things. So,
Very
it is
true.
what it is. You just got to accept it, kind of thing. But Marines in now, there's a few things that will help you try and get your Marines onto the top tables, and I just wanted to run through a few options. Nice and quickly. I don't want to keep you too long, Ad. I don't want your cheese to go all rubbery.
Oh, cheers, mate. You're always thinking of me. You're such a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Such a good guy.
It's about time someone realised that.
Yeah, mate. Tell you what, you make my naughty and nice list. You're on the nice list, mate.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, I can be naughty.
Oh, yes, you can.
So, few things I wanted to point out. The first thing is servitors. They have gone down.
Solid unit.
They were originally, these crappy little things that never did anything, and you'd never take because they were stupid points. However, they've made they have to come with a servo arm, and they've made the servo arm 0 points now, which means that you can take. I'm pretty off the top of my head. I think a unit of servitors is 20 points now. So in a Marine list, it's not massive. It's just a really cheap elite slot now. That you can drop in, which is great. But then what it becomes really good with is Grey Knights. Grey Knights now have an elite choice that is 20 points. So, if you wanted to sit a unit on a backfield objective, it was
it's going to cost you.
It was 105 points, I think, was their cheapest unit with the strike squads.
Yeah, unless you went for an ally. Yeah, it was a bit shit.
Exactly. So now it's a 20-point servitor unit, which I think is great. So just keep that in your arsenal, guys, for some options while you're writing a list. The other one is a Skitari battalion. Has come down massively in points, and it's actually cheaper than a guard battalion now. A guard one was 100. A guard is 180 points because it didn't come down. But a Skitari battalion is 165 points. Now you don't get the whole the screen that can move, and you don't get the CP regen relic and that kind of thing. So
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Generally, guard is probably better, but the Skitari has got some good shooting behind it. They've got 30-inch guns. They have a 4+ save instead of a 5+ save.
I think they've got a really good sniper rifle as well, if I'm not mistaken. Arquebus or something along those lines?
Yeah.
It's also another cheap upgrade, so if you have a couple of points spare, you can't quite afford another unit or something else that you want, it's worth doing. Because character sniping, I think, it still has a place, Yeah. Earlier on, I was even looking at a Vindicare Assassin. Because I was like, oh, he could be quite fun. But it's the same for them. If they're going to sit on the back, if I can snipe a weird boy or something, something important, it's going to help.
Something that is just going to sit in the backfield anyway.
Yeah.
Smacking some mortal wounds on something, or the chance to put some mortal wounds on something instead of it sitting there doing nothing, is always great. So if you've got those spare points, chuck it at it.
Exactly.
But they have also got. I was just having a quick skim through the codex. They've got a relic that you can stick on a character, and it lets him. It's effectively like the Necron Veil of Darkness thing, where you just pick him up and put him down. You can't take a unit with him, but and a little battalion like that is going to sit in the backfield. It's going to hold your objectives, and then right at the end of the game, you pick your character up and drop him down somewhere else for scoring whatever objective or maelstrom it may be. Is very useful. It's really good for 165 points. It's an absolute bargain. So, it's an option there in case you guys want it. It's the easiest 5 CPs you'll come across, and it gives you some good options. So I just wanted to point that out. The next thing that I was looking at is the Librarian Dreadnought from Blood Angels.
Yeah, with the wings.
Yeah, so a lot of pretty much everyone's used to seeing Mephiston go around, and the reason why you used to take Mephiston is he was 130 points, something like that. He was cheap when he was, But I mean, I've used him along with everyone else, and his D3 wounds that he does.
His damage output was insane. Yeah, the amount of attacks was nuts.
But it was good with the amount of attacks and stuff. But I always found his D3 damage it was always a bit
A letdown
for me. Yeah,
it's not quite a Thunderhammer, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I could never roll those those 5s and 6s.
Just let Manny roll your dice.
Yeah.
Or have you tried some of the Glasshammer dice? I heard they roll really well. Sohail's in this chat. He can confirm this. Like, he did really well with his Custodies.
He did.
End up on stream twice. He must have been doing something right with those dice.
And he still didn't buy any. How dare he?
What? Come on, Sam.
What more can we do for him? But
Sam.
a Libby Dread is 142 points now. And Mephiston has gone up to about 160. So, but the Libby Dread, he does a flat 3 damage. He's toughness 7. He has a 3+7.
It's a Dreadnought first combat weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he has it. They're specific like Libby Dread weapons. There's like
the little spear thing. Yeah, I remember.
Something that he takes. But I mean, he effectively he's toughness 7. He only has 3 attacks, which is a bit of a letdown. But when you stick, he can cast 2 powers, the same as for Fiston. So when he's doing the double move and then he's doing the quickening to get an extra D3 attacks, and then when you send him in, you spend the CP on him to do. It gives him another D3 attacks. I think, is that right? Or is that?
I believe so, mate.
There is a strat to do it. Whether it allows you to use it on him or not, I'm not sure. But you can buff him up to get it, and he's flat 3 damage. He's like strength 12. So
he wounds knights on 3s.
Yeah. Well, don't forget he's a blood angel, so if you take it in a pure,
+1 to wound, yeah.
On 2s, so.
And the render's -3 as well.
I think it's -4.
-4. So unless he's got a 2-up save or the 5-up inbound in combat, that knight's getting no save at all.
Exactly, and he's still a character, so the fight twice strat works on him. The fight when you die strat works on him.
I was gonna ask that.
So I think he's really good. He's now cheaper than Mephiston, and he's toughness 7. And I think all you're missing out on is an attack. That's it. I think Mephiston's got 4 attacks. So
sounds about right.
He's definitely something to look into.
Yeah,
I think the other Blood Angels characters did drop a little bit as well, but nothing.
Slime Captains went down. Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, because like shields went down and stuff.
Yeah, down to I think it's 5 points, isn't it? So they're 1, 2, 4 now. So they're 1,
I think that's a big point that we've kind of missed on as well whilst we're discussing Marines. Like, those shields are really cheap, really good now. Like, for a non-character, it's like 2 points.
Yeah,
I'm paying 2 points for a 3-up invuln. Thank you very much.
It's amazing.
Yeah, some of the big winners of that, like Thunderwolf Cavalry, they do really well off that. Suddenly, those guys getting a 3-up invuln. Yeah, alright, mate. I'm not sure if Harrison still plays it. Does Harrison still play Space Wolves?
No, I think he did try them. I mean, fair play to him. He did try.
He ran Thunderwolf Cav as well. Yeah, and I'm sure he ran like 3 or 4 in a unit. So now he's getting all of those for like half the price.
Yeah,
if he wants it. Yeah.
True.
And even on the characters, like Power Fist got cheaper. They're 9 points now. Stick that on a Thunderwolf Sergeant. That's a really solid choice.
+1 to hit, so he cancels.
Yeah, it cancels out that -1. Yeah, that's really tasty.
Really good. I mean, the Wolf Guard, I think, can all take Storm Shields as well.
Yeah, it's the same as Deathwatch. Deathwatch has really benefited as well.
Wow,
as we know, Steve obviously has spoken quite recently about his list.
Yeah.
But there's loads of benefits that are available now for Marines in just their equipment. So I think we will start seeing more of them.
Yeah, I really think that there's been a lot of bitching and stuff about CA, but I do think
that make the difference.
It's not the answer to everything, but at the same, you can see why Games Workshop are a little bit hesitant to just drop the points massively and then create another issue in the game, create another Yanara effectively, because no one wants that. So you can see they're kind of working towards it, and they are trying, and it is heading in the right direction, definitely. So yeah, with all the there's these little gems that you kind of people are starting to spot now in Chapter Approved. The last ones I wanted to talk about really were just the few the Grey Knights characters. I've already mentioned servitors were a big help to Grey Knights, but you've also got like Drago dropping from like 200.
What, he was like? Yeah, I was gonna say he's like 240, so he's dropped like 80 points because he's 160 or something now.
180 now. Yeah, he's dropped
180.
240 to 180, which
Mate,
is
he's
just
absolute
massive.
bargain.
And he's a monster. And what a lot of people forget about him as well is because there was an FAQ, because you used to be able to get a 2+ invuln on the Grandmaster in the Dread Knight.
Yeah.
But
you can still do it with Drago, can't you?
You can still do it with Drago.
Yeah.
You can have that little guy running around beating the crap out of Imperial Knights with a 2+ invuln.
I said that to Manny. It's like, I think they could actually tank Imperial Knights for like fucking days.
Yeah.
They're that solid a choice.
He just runs into them and just laughs them off. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
So so he's one to look out for. Voldus is awesome. His hammer is amazing. He casts 3 powers.
Without the penalty?
It's flat 3, no no minuses to hit. His hammer's great, and then you put that makes him strength 12 or something mad. And then you put hammer hand on him, so it's +1 to wound. You've obviously got the marine strap, fight twice, fight when you die, all that kind of thing. He's got gate. He's got the possibility of putting out all these mortal wounds, all the different powers. He's a brilliant character, and he's like 150 points.
Yeah, both Drago and Voldus, really good choices.
Just a bargain. Castellan Crow is actually good. He's dropped massively. He's not like, doesn't put out a lot of damage, but he does like a D6 smite thing, which is really nice. But it's only within 3 inches. So it's only
but
close.
If you get stern, that can get increased to 6 inches, can't it? Not stern, like a brother captain sort of style character.
Yeah, exactly.
And doesn't it deal D6 damage instead?
Exactly. Yeah. It does. It sacrifices the range. It does D6 wounds instead.
Yeah.
To everything around it, which is awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I mean he's 80 points now, but he's got this thing where he's got like 4 attacks or something like that. He hits on 2s, and then
his sword's a bit naff though, isn't it? If I remember right.
It hits on 2s, right, and he's strength 4, but he's AP nothing. But he re-rolls hits and wounds with his sword. But then
doesn't he get like a funky dance or dueling type thing?
No, I think that's the other one where that's like an Emperor's Champion or something. But he gets a thing where he's hitting on 2s and he's re-rolling, and every time, and then I think he's re-rolling his wounds. And I think it says every time you wound an enemy, he gets another attack.
Oh, because the sword feeds on the strength,
Yeah, that kind of thing. So you send him in, and if he's got like 4 attacks, you get in 4 hits. You wound on 3s, you're going to get 4 wounds. And then he gets another 4 attacks, you're going to get another 4 hits, and then you're going to get another 4 wounds. So all of a sudden, this one guy that 80 points that's filling out a cheap battalion or a cheap command, a command detachment, is all of a sudden he's running into these, and he's still a psyker. He's got gate. He's running around doing whatever. Runs into this little squad or whatever, and all of a sudden he's pumping out 8 wounds on that, and that's before he's smited them. And before he's got hammer hand on him, and all these kind of things.
Yeah,
so
he's good at clearing off some chaff.
Yeah, a lot of potential.
Definitely.
So I was looking through the Grey Knight book and just seeing that was really good. Also, on the while we're talking about Grandmaster Dread Knights, they have dropped in points. 20
points each. I think just in their base value.
I think they dropped more than that. They dropped a lot. I mean, they were clocking in at like over 300 points for your normal kind of loadout, and they're clocking. I had a quick look earlier on, and they're 245 points for these.
If I remember right, Manny was speaking about it on his Monday mashup, which is obviously next Monday, so tune in for that. But he had a Supreme Command detachment, 3 Nemesis Dread Knights with hammer and 2 guns on it. I think he went for the heavy side cannon and the heavy silencer. and it clocked in at just over 1,000 points, 1,054 points. And he's thinking about using that on the soup, because, mate, that's deadly. You got 3 Nemesis Dread Knights and Drago for 1,000 points. Like, yes, mate, thank you.
Oh yeah, 3 and Drago, just over 1,000 points. But that's like, that's awesome. I mean, I don't know if you know any different. I was putting 2 Gatlers on the ones that I was thinking about. Is there any reason why you can't put 2 Gatling cannons on them?
I don't think it allows you to have 2 of the same.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think you could do it before.
Say that to me.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident. Yo, Matthew Judge, you seem to be knowing quite a lot about Grey Knights, like the ins and outs of it, because we're kind of talking broad spectrum. We haven't got into in details yet to look at the books. Or are you saying, can they take 2 of the same gun, or can they not? I'm pretty confident they can't.
You can be the
Come on, Matthew Judge.
You can be the judge and jury on this, mate.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there, mate.
But yeah, well, if he can take 2 of the silencers, that's 245 points. What an absolute bargain for some toughness 6 guy that can come down and blow the.
I'm a Grey Knight player. That's great. That's awesome. I believe in you now. Whatever you say next, I'm believing in you.
Yeah, it's a no.
No. It's a no. Alright.
It's a no. That sucks. Come on, Games Workshop.
Kinda makes sense, doesn't it?
With me, GW, Jesus. But yeah, I was the one. Battlefield Birmingham.
It's on Battlefield Birmingham.
Yeah.
The one that played Brett Armitage. First round.
Oh yeah. Brett was
Is this the same guy?
Brett was saying there was a good Grey Knight player.
Yeah.
I do remember. Well, I remember that.
There can't be that many Grey Knight players at the tournament. No offense to you guys, but I love you all. I've got a Grey Knight army sat at home.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's just a few things that I was just moseying on through the codexes and thought, you know what, it is the same guy. There is things out there for Marines. Smashed Ishinari.
Smashed. Mate, I was there at the end of that game. You had like a couple of models left. Don't try to get away with this, Judge. I know it was close. That's cool.
Just, guys, go back through your books now in chapter approved. Have a look. Check out some points. Put some lists together you don't think. Because, you know what? There's nothing wrong with 5 repulsors.
But who would run 5 repulsors?
I'm not saying I would run 5 repulsors, but I'm saying there could be some crazy good-looking folk out there.
Yeah.
Who would run 5 repulsors?
You know what? I think there's some crazy good-looking folk out there that would run Marines, just in general, like power armor across the board. I can imagine it.
I'm trying, mate. Honestly.
Mate, you've been trying on Marines, you've been trying on Necrons.
Oh, no.
One of these days, you just go pack it all up and go back on Ynnari. I'm calling it.
I should. I'm just going to pack it all up
Don't.
in general, mate. I tell you. I've had enough of trying. But yeah. So, well, you guys have got some time off over Christmas now. So, and we want to know, hashtag make Marines great again. Go out and play your games. Let us know what you're finding is really good. And let us know. We need to share the love. We need to get these Marines back on these top tables, which is what we're planning on doing.
Yeah, you ever seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Do you know the recruitment videos? Like, I'm doing my part. That's exactly what I'm imagining right here. It's like, join us today for the Marines.
Come on, guys, do your
the Glasshammer recruitment. Here we go.
Let's get them up there.
Hashtag power armor.
First person to get Marines to win a tournament from now gets some Glasshammer vouchers or something. I don't know.
What, podium or have to win it? I reckon podium's good enough.
I think you're probably right. Anything will do. Anything will do.
Anything could do. Same goes to Necrons as well. Like, we feel bad for you guys. Come on, you can do it. We believe.
Poor Necrons, poor Marines. Yeah. So that's it, really, guys. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop whining at you now. I'm gonna let you go away, and I'm gonna let you enjoy your Christmas. I hope Santa brings you all everything you ever wanted. I hope he brings you your nice shiny new army, all glued together and painted, so you haven't got to do anything.
Or if you enjoy that, then you can have it.
If you enjoy that painstaking process of getting your fingers stuck together and painting eyeballs and
More than 3 colours on a model.
All that rubbish. Putting more than 3 colours on a model.
Look at you! You sound insulted just saying it.
Why would you do that?
But yeah, guys.
You enjoy, guys. I hope that's what Santa brings you, and I hope you have a really good Christmas and a happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we'll be tuning in with a few things. Like I said, we've got the rules back. We'll get some videos up for you, and just keep you updated with what we're up to over the Christmas period. And then January is back to tournaments, hitting the tournament scene. And
I will be at Big. Yeah, I'll be at Big January 6th, I believe.
Oh. Okay.
For Tides of Winter. So if you see me, come on by, say hello. More than happy to have a chat. And more than happy to have a drink with people. Just say hi.
Yeah, please do.
I'll be wearing the shirt.
I'm at the winter warm-up at Element Games on the 5th of January.
Yeah.
So, again, please come up, say hi, let us know what you're getting on, let us know what you're running. And yeah, let's grab a beer. Any excuse for a beer, boys. I'm there.
Or a Domino's.
I'm all up for it. Or a Domino's. Yeah. Let's try this burger pizza that Sohail's going on about. But all right, lovely. So so this is Glasshammer Gaming. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ad, thanks for joining me, mate. Appreciate it.
Anytime, mate. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Speak to you soon, guys. Bye bye.